Hello, pre-cal classes. This is Mr. McAllen, and a short video today on, as it says in the objectives, converting angles between degree minute seconds to decimal degrees and vice versa. So some of you guys have seen on that pre-test we took, when you see an angle like 30 degrees, 45 one tick, and 32 another tick, that basically means the one tick stands for minutes and the two tick stands for seconds. This is an old notation for degrees because degrees are, they measure an angle that goes around in a circle, and sometimes we don't land on a perfect degree ending. We have a portion of a degree. So in the old days, they broke degrees up because it resembled a clock into minutes and seconds. So that's all you really need to know about why it's called minutes and seconds. But you would like to convert all of your degrees, whether they be in degree, minute, seconds, to decimal degrees so that you can convert this to a number like 30 point and then a decimal portion to follow, and it'll just be a decimal degree. So, and after we do that, we're going to do a practice problem from yesterday, or actually today in class, which just to reinforce what we did as a reminder. So we want to move through this pretty quick. The goal of this lesson is just to show you how to use a calculator to do this. We want to go from degree, minute, second form to decimal degree form. So in the first one, our angle is already in what's called decimal degrees, and we want to convert 30.456, very original, right? 30.456 degrees. We want to convert that to degrees, minutes, seconds, and this is how you would do it with a calculator. So, and I'm using the TI-83 calculator, but on the other calculators, you should have that mode as well. So part of your work tonight would be to investigate where this option would be. So we're going to put in 30.456. Let me just go back and say, make sure I put in right, 456 degrees, and we want to go to convert that to decimal degrees. So under the angle option, you can see right here above AF's angle, you're going to see a arrow which says points towards DMS, which stands for degree, minute, seconds. So you hit that. So now what you're basically giving the program on the calculator is take 30.456 degrees, convert it to degree, minute, seconds. When you hit enter, it will give it back to you with these symbols, and you'll know that this is 30 degrees, 27 minutes, and 20, we would just round that to 22 seconds. So that's how you go from decimal degrees to degree, minute, seconds. So how do you go the other way? And let's just look at so here we want to convert 15 degrees, 25 minutes, and 42 seconds. We want to convert that to just decimal degrees, which would be, a decimal point. You'd have the number of whole degrees and the decimal amount of degrees. So we're going to put 15 point, so you just type that in, you do 15, you have to go to the angle button, and you have to find the degree symbol. So now the calculator knows you've got 15 degrees. Now you go to 25, and you're going to go to the angle button again, and you want to select the next one down, which is one tick mark, and then you want to put in 42 seconds. So this is the really annoying part, is on this calculator, I don't know why they put it here, but above the plus sign, hitting the alpha key is the seconds button. So your job for tonight would be to look on your calculator and find out where those buttons are for degree, minute, second. Because once you put it in like that and you hit enter, the calculator automatically converts it to a decimal degree. So I would have 15.42833 running on. And depending on how many decimal places you'd like to keep, you would choose when to stop writing or truncate that number. So that's how you handle that. Now, the last part of the objective for this was to do a review problem from last night or today in class. So we have the cosine of beta, is equal to root 5 over 5. So this is the angle beta. This is, since it's cosine, that's adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent side to beta is root 5. The hypotenuse is 5. And again, I noticed some people were struggling a little bit today in class with, you know, Pythagorean theorem. So you got to make sure you have this down. So we have the opposite side squared plus root 5 squared should equal 5 squared using Pythagorean theorem. Opposite side squared. Since that's unknown, I'll just call that x. Plus root 5 squared is 5 equals 25, and x squared is equal to 20. And then you would just do x is equal to the root of 20. Now remember, that can be rationalized. So you're going to take out 20 is equal to root 5 times root 4, and the 4 is a perfect square, so you would have 2 root 5 as your value for x. So I'm going to rewrite the triangle, beta. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just cross that out, put in 2 root 5, and then come up with my trig ratios. Sine of beta is the opposite over hypotenuse. The cosine of beta is root 5 over 5, like we had before, and the tangent of beta is 2 root 5 over root 5, which would be equal to 2 over 1. Now, writing the cosecant of beta, you would just do the reciprocal. So you have 5 over 2 root 5, and that can be simplified. The secant of beta is 5 over root 5, and the cotangent of beta is just the reciprocal, which would be 1/2. And just remember, these answers would not be acceptable if you left the radical in the bottom, so you would have to rationalize them. So, for example, cosecant of beta equaling 5 over 2 root 5, you would just multiply top and bottom by root 5, and you would be able to get, you'd have 5 root 5 over 2 times 5, and you would notice that your 5s would cancel, and your final result would be root 5 over 2. That would be your cosecant of beta. Hopefully this video has helped understand a couple questions as far as for how to do this trig problem again, and how to convert decimal degrees to degree minutes seconds, and vice versa. So what I'd like you to do is example 1 and example 2. I'd like you to work on that on your calculator, and you'll see a spot for those examples on the form that I make for tonight. So once you convert them over, then report what the answers are on that Google form. So good luck, and I hope this has helped you, and this video was not too long.